What is going on, Exo community? This is Exostomp here, and today, people, we are going to be doing our EDL week 3 game versus TylerPokeTrainer, aka Record Man or Record Man, aka the Sleeping Snorlax is our coach's Sleeping Snorlax is, jeez, it's like a tongue twister. But yeah, so before we do that, I'm just gonna quickly go over. We made a lot of trades, and we have no more transactions left. We can still trade. Of course, that's infinite, but yeah, we have no more transactions. So we traded the Slowbro for the Jellicent. This is a tier 1 Slowbro to a tier 3 Jellicent. So that means we got plus 80 points from that. And all these trades were really due to me wanting to use Gmax this time around. So we traded that for Jellicent, so we have plus 80 points for that. We traded down Licky Licky for Glaceon. So then we get another plus 20. So now we have plus 100 points to upgrade our Gmax. So we dropped, and plus, okay, so Jellicent keeps the Trick Room, keeps the Water typing, gives us another Ghost, which is never a bad thing, especially with the Melmetal on our team. We dropped the Licky Licky for Glaceon. They both have Wish Pass, or they both have Wish, so that's pretty good. I'm just gonna lower that, because I don't want it to be too loud for you guys. I don't know why that was that loud. I'm actually gonna lower it in my headphones too, jeez. So yeah, Glaceon does have the Wish, so we did keep that, but we did go lower. I did want to use Glaceon, so might as well have it this time around. So now we have plus 100 points, so we dropped Pikachu, of course, because this was the main reason why we did that. And we grabbed Gmax Hatterene. Yes, Gmax Hatterene was still there. So we grabbed it. It is a Magic Bounce Pokemon. It is one of the best Gmaxes in the game. So that paired with Melmetal is so freaking strong. So I definitely wanted to try that. Then we had two fairies, so I was like, let's drop it. I looked at Rabbit. Rabbit had Galvantula, and he was dropping something, I think Quillfish for Lantern. So I was thinking, well, he's not going to want 2 electric types, so might as well offer it up to him. He said yes, so we traded the Ribombee for the Lantern, which was both tier 3, so we didn't lose anything on that. But yeah, so right now our team looks pretty solid out of those trades. But yeah, anyways, let's get on to our actual team. So our actual team here, we have the Hatterene Gmax with the Dream Ball. I like the Dream Ball, it looks good with this coloring. We have Expanding Force for if we set up Psychic Terrain, which we probably will with Gmax, Mystical Fire, Giga Drain, and Trick Room. Once we set up a Trick Room, these 3 moves hit literally everything on his team and do a ton of damage. Then here we have just max HP, max special attack with a Quiet Nature. The Quiet Nature, of course, makes sense because we need the minus speed for Trick Room. We have Magic Bounce, of course, as well. I don't know why, if I said that or not. Then we have Kilobyte, our Galvantula. He has a Specs Mon. 192 speed is able to outspeed everything except for the Gengar, I think? Everything except for the Gengar and maybe the Sneasel as well, which is nice. But yeah, Specs Volt Switch just runs over his team because he doesn't have a ground type, or many Pokemon that really want to take an electric move. So that paired with Thunder does a lot of damage to his team. We have Incineroar here. Incineroar AV. This is here basically to just be a Gengar check, and here to knock off the Gengar and just do a ton of damage to it. It also is sort of a check to Togekiss as well with Iron Head. It doesn't do a lot with Iron Head, but it does a little bit more than its other stabs. So yeah, we are running max special defense and basically max HP with a little bit of attack investment. Pringles. Pringles is our Darm and our Haxorus check. We are running Colberberry just in case it goes for Lash Out. We are running Curse Body because if he's a Scarf Togekiss or Scarf Darm and he gets locked into something and it gets cursed, he either has to switch, or if that's his last Pokemon, he has to struggle, which is funny. Yeah, I didn't think Water Absorb made sense because I'm not really switching Jellicent into a Rotom, so yeah. We have Scald here, that does a lot of damage, or a decent amount of damage to like everything. We have Strength Sap, again, really just here to take on the physical Pokemon, so Strength Sap it is. Ice Beam to hit the Haxorus pretty hard, as well as the Togekiss. And then Taunt to taunt the Bronzong if it wants to set up rocks. Of course, Max Defense, Max HP, with a little bit of speed advancement, just to make sure that we outspeed Tangela if that does happen to come. I don't think it will, but just in case. Then we have Rillaboom with a Choice Scarf. This is here to outspeed everything that isn't Scarf. Or I guess technically Togekiss if it's Scarf. Sorry guys, I'm losing my voice, I think. High Horsepower hits a lot of things, basically the Gengar and the Arcanine pretty hard. Superpower is here to hit the Darm and here to hit the Sneasel. The U-Turn is here for momentum, and Woodhammer, of course, is here to just deal a ton of damage if I want to stay in on something. Of course, it's also for Rotom. And then Knuckles, our last Pokemon. Sandslash is here to basically just be a Rapid Spinner and a Rocker, and another defensive tank if I need it to tank something. It's there. Haxorus can't really set up on us because Earthquake does enough to it that if he goes for something like Scale Shot and weakens himself, another Earthquake will kill him. So that's pretty nice. We do have Knockoff as well in case something like Gengar. I don't know why Gengar would be in. But it's nice to have. It also is good against Scarfmons if they want to come in, like Togekiss or Rotom if they're Scarf Defog. It will knock off their Scarf, which is great. But yeah, with that out of the way, we have our team. And I guess let's just get into it. Let's see if he's... Okay. Let's get into it. Let's allow spectators. Alright. Wow, okay. So this surprised me. Sneasel... The Sneasel surprised me. Wasn't sure about the Haxorus. Let's see if I actually have... Oh boy. Let's see if I actually have the... I think I have the Sneasel. Let's see if I have the Haxorus. I should have both. I don't have the Sneasel. Oh, that's not good. I don't really... That is not good at all, folks. Okay, so this is gonna be slightly scuffed. We're not gonna have the Sneasel on the screen, but we'll take over the Darm here. The Darm, actually, I was very scared. If it was Belly Drum, it would have been really scary. But we're going to hide the Darm. Okay. And we don't have the Sneasel, so we'll just make believe that Bronzong is the Sneasel for now. I'm sorry about that. I thought I had it, but I guess I don't. So yeah, we'll just make believe that the Bronzong is the Sneasel. Say good luck, have fun. And the battle begins. So yeah, I was scared of the Darm. I don't know. The Haxorus is a little scary. The Sneasel is also a little scary too, because this team doesn't really like to take hits from a Sneasel. It also does outspeed most of our team, but the hat does do a lot of damage to everything. I'm actually surprised that he brought Sneasel, because the Melmetal just sort of runs over his team if I brought it, besides like the Arc and the Rotom, which I would probably have coverage for. But yeah, anyways, so our lead here, I was really hoping Bronzong would come. Okay, he doesn't have Rocks, which is actually pretty good. That means Sandslash is expendable, which isn't that bad. Avatar really outsuits your name. You've outdone yourself. Exo, thumbs up. Yeah. Okay. Oh god. Dying. Hold on. Let me get some water. But thinking about this team, I'm a little scared that the Sneasel might just start off. I sort of like U-turn on Rillaboom here. I think U-turning on everything is nice. He can't set up any rocks. The least he could do is like start off with Rotom and Volt Switch, or Arcanine. Arcanine would be a little annoying, but yeah, I think Rillaboom just sort of makes sense here, as Arcanine does start off. So that's a good play. Good start to his game, but we could just go for a U-turn here. See if it's Rocky Helmet. If it's Rocky Helmet, if it's... It can't be... It won't be Scarf, will it? Should I risk it? If it's Scarf, I'd be really surprised. But then... I don't think it's Scarf. If it's Intimidate, it wouldn't be Scarf. I don't think the damage matters necessarily. I think just going straight into Sand Slash makes sense here. Just in case he's Scarf. I don't want to risk it, as he's Teleport, so... That usually means they aren't Scarf. I'm not gonna risk it on that, honestly. If he goes into Rotom, that makes sense. Sneasel I could just knock off on, and it will die to a U-turn next. And Knuckles is able to actually tank anything from Sneasel, so I think we're fine. He had a better start. Is this a team you thought? Oh, right, I forgot. Not entirely. This is not the team that I thought entirely. I thought Bronzong over Sneasel, and then Darm over Haxorus, but the Darm over Haxorus was like a 50-50 for me, because the Darm and Haxorus break the same things more or less. But I do agree, I think Haxorus is actually better in this game. It's just everyone that versed me brought the Darm over the Haxorus, so I'm actually very surprised about that, but... yeah, Sneasel is nice. I don't know how much it does here. I don't think... If I brought Holucha, that would have been nice too, huh? Still, I did want to bring these 6 Mons, because they do fit this team pretty well, but let's see what he goes into. He goes into Rotom, yeah. As predicted. He can go for a Willow freely, and that's what I sort of don't like. Thing is, do I want to risk my Rilla just sort of taking it? I know Hat can take it, but I want to keep Hat healthy so I can live really any hit from anything. I really hate Rotom in this matchup. I need to play around it. If I go for knockoff... No, he's either going for Wisp or he's just going straight off Hydro Pump. And I think Wisp makes way more sense here. But I'm not risking Incineroar. I think I just have to risk the Rillaboom. I don't think it being burnt necessarily is too big of a deal. Yeah, I'm just gonna go into Rilla here. As he's just gonna Volt Switch. Okay, so that's fine. Still not sure if he's Scarf yet or not, because he did go for the Volt Switch on my Sand Slasher. It's actually really surprising, but good play nonetheless. If I did stay in and get up rocks there, that would have been great, but sadly, I did not want to risk my Sand Slash this early on. But yeah, he Volt Switches right into Gengar. That's actually very surprising, because I have high horsepower. How much does it? How much does that actually do? I think it might kill, does it not? Oh, it 100% kills. If he goes for Dynamax, it doesn't. Would he go straight for the Dynamax? He actually doesn't know that I am Scarf, so he might just go straight up for like the Sludge Bomb or something, which is smart. But if I go for high horsepower here and I knock him out, I'm pretty cleanly set here, huh? Because high horsepower does kill him. If he's max HP, it is a roll to kill him. 68.8% chance. Yeah. So I can't. Here, maybe I can see. 66.8%. So with that, I think we could just high horsepower here. I don't think if he G-maxes, that's fine, because then we use up his G-max and we could go into Incineroar. And if we can get this Gengar free, then I think that has to be the play. So we go for it. And we do actually end up killing the Gengar this early on. It's good that we actually didn't show the Scarf. So that's perfect, because now he does not have his G-Max anymore. We still have Rillaboom completely healthy. And now at this point he knows I'm Scarf. So that's fine though, because that's perfect. That's 100% perfect. Now if he goes into Togekiss, which he doesn't, what can this do to me? How much does High Horsepower do? I don't think it does a lot, but I think he's gonna try to set up. And I'm actually fine with that. If it's DD, it does 44%. It's not the worst damage, but it's not a 2-shot. I think Jellicent just makes sense here. So we're gonna go right in the Jellicent here, as he's just gonna first impression, so that's perfect. We take that. We do get the Cursed Body, that doesn't matter, but we still get the Cursed Body, which is nice. And now here we can, I think, just Scald pretty freely. Scald's pretty nice. If he... What is he going to switch into? Because I don't think he would stay in. If he does, he goes for Crunch. That's fine. We can just Ice Beam. It does hit everything. I sort of like Scald a little more, though. How much does Crunch do? Crunch does nothing for the first one. And the second one, without Colbur, it does... Okay, so we could tank 2. I'm actually fine with just going with Scald here, as he goes into Rotom Wash, yeah. So, we didn't show Ice Beam yet. We do get the Burn, which is actually perfect. We do see that he's lefties, so he's not Scarf, so it's good. Here we can basically freely go into Rillaboom. That's basically a Rotom check. He does go for Toxic instead of Will-O-Wisp. That's actually pretty weird, in my opinion, because Will-O-Wisp being anything on my team makes sense. Nonetheless, though, he still got us, so it's fine. I think he's gonna go straight into Arcanine. I don't think he can stay in here. I really don't. So we're just gonna U-turn, I think. Yeah, I think Arcanine is a free play for him. As he goes to Togekiss. Okay, that's fair. That's another clean play as well. But we can now... it could be Scarf. We don't know what it is yet. That is annoying. But we don't need Ashes anymore, so we can use it for Togekiss. So let's just go for the knockoff. If he's Scarf, as he's not, so that's actually really good for us. That's not as good. I still want to go for the knockoff, though. Oh, he's going to be like the set. Okay, this is fine. Goes Arcanine. Is that Rocky Helmet? It's Heavy Duty Boots. That's fair. Yeah, that makes sense. We're gonna keep Ashes alive, and we're gonna go... We can go straight for the Sandslash here. Sandslash is fine. As Teleport comes out. Rotom makes sense. Again, I think Rillaboom makes sense here, so we're just gonna go straight back into it. As he's just gonna Hydro Pump. Yeah, he's not gonna catch us off guard here. And we can go for... Let's go for a Wood Hammer this time. He might actually stay in. As he goes for Arcanine. That's fair. How much does this do to Arcanine? Doesn't do that much. But, yeah, let's keep it a little healthier. Let's go back into Sandslash. He goes for another Teleport. He can do this all day long. I don't mind it. Do we live a Hydro Pump, actually? Because it's definitely defensive. 100% defensive. Rotom Wash. Sorry if you could 100% hear my typing, but this is probably the best spot for my mic. I could probably figure it out, but let me know in the comments. Rotom Wash. It's probably max, right? So we could actually test it, right? So let's see. Hydro Pump does 25% to my Rilla. And Rilla, so 25, yeah, so that's, is it 100%? Yeah, it's probably 100% defensive, so that's fine. Which means that We can't take a Hydro Pump. Alright. So, we're still switching. I think it makes sense just to go back in the Rilla here. Yeah, we cannot take a Hydro Pump, sadly, and I don't want to risk the miss. Yeah. So this is fine. We're just gonna U-turn as he goes into Togekiss. Now we know that he's not Scarf, so we can take advantage of this and actually go into Galvantula and check to see how much this does. So it's not Scarf. Maybe Nasty Plot, let's just see. Alright, Thunder does so much damage. I don't think he has a switch into Thunder. But I don't know if I want to risk it. If he could be actually defensive as well. We'll just go for the Volt Switch here as Haxorus comes out. I think Volt Switch just made more sense. Yeah, 37%, that's pretty good. We saw First Impression. I think going straight into Jellicent makes sense here. And we could predict the Rotom again and go straight into Rillaboom, but I really don't want him to just get a free hit off. Like maybe it's a Crunch variant and he can kill my Rillaboom. I don't want that to happen because then my Rillaboom's not very healthy and Rotom is very scary at this point. Although Hatterene is still at 100% and Gengar is gone, so if we're able to get Hat in safely, we might be good. I think Incineroar is paralyzed, which is annoying. I think we could just press Ice Beam. Now we're gonna go for Scald again, because if he does stay in, that's fine. If he goes in the Rotom Wash, I think it does a little bit more because it's Stab, and every amount of chip on Rotom means a lot, I think, in this game, because we do have... I think you could just go for a Hydro Pump again. The thing is, though, do we tank with Jellicent the Volt Switch if he does go for it? I think, honestly... yeah. Wow, we tank it really easily. So let's just go with the Strength Sap, just to see what he wants to do. He's just gonna stay in and Hydro Pump here, waste the Hydro Pump. We get back our health, which is perfect. So he's gonna probably go for a Toxic. Yeah, as we catch him with that. And now we can just go for a U-turn again, as we catch his Togekiss, which is perfect. You go right back into Galvantula. So, I still don't think we risk it. I think Volt Switch just makes sense. We can go right into Incineroar anyways, and if he switches into something like... Yeah. Okay, so that does 53%. What does that mean? That's a good question. Let's find out. It's probably max special defense, if I had to guess. Oh yeah, with a special defense nature, more than likely. Oh yeah, yeah. So, we can just go into Incineroar here. And tank this for days, and go for the knockoff spam. Try to get the knockoff off. Holy crap, that did so much. 41%. Jesus Christ. Okay, so Rotom took a lot from that. What does that mean? 41%. I don't know if Incineroar is that strong or what. I don't know what I'm missing. Because I have no investment in it. Yeah, okay. Apparently that's a thing. Wait. No, if it's max defense... Is it max special defense? That is very strange. Okay. It might just be max HP. And maybe max special defense or something. Alright. Okay, so that means, again, Hatterene just sort of has fun here. He can just go for a Volt Switch if he has it. He does have it. Volt Switch Toxic Hydro Pump. How much do we take? We take... Oh, from a Hydro Pump, we take 34 to 40. That's not the worst. And I think he's going for a Hydro Pump here. I sort of want to risk it, because he has 5 left. Jellicent can take everything. So I actually don't mind coming out here, I think. I need it healthy for Haxorus, though. And I need Ashes healthy for the Togekiss. We go Jelly here, I think. Yeah, he can Volt Switch. We do take it pretty well. He does go Sneasel. So, how much does Knockoff do to Jellicent? I don't think it kills us. 42 to 50%, so we can Strength Sap it. Right, almost back to full. And here Knockoff's going to be doing less, but do I want to risk it? I probably don't. It's good. It's at -1 as well. -1 with no item. Oh, it'll doing around the same. I can go for a Scald, I think. If he goes for like a Swords Dance, it might be annoying. Cause Ice Shard hits Rillo. I think we just have to go for Scald here. Because we have Knuckles that can sort of do damage to Haxorus. So let's just go for a Scald here as he goes back into Rotom. Not sure why, he sort of was threatening out my Pringles, but still. We do get the Scald off on the Rotom. I think he's just gonna either go for a... I think a Volt Switch is just free for him. He does outspeed, so he'll probably Volt Switch and go into maybe Togekiss, but I'm not sure about that. I want to keep Ashes healthy for Togekiss, but I don't think it matters. Because Galvantula outspeeds now. So we could just go into Incineroar. I think we need to keep Pringles alive for the physical threats here. So let's go Incineroar. If he goes for Toxic, that's a good play. Or that's a good play for us, but he goes for Volt Switch, so that makes sense. Goes into Haxorus here. Okay, so we can go right back out into Jellicent here on the DD, and I think freely go for a Strength Sap, as Earthquake is not going to be doing enough, and we do actually disable it. And we should be able to get right back to full, which is perfect. Because I believe at that percent, if I'm not mistaken, Haxorus, that's -1, I guess. Oh, not -1. Okay. It does 51. Okay, so Ice Beam does 51 to 61% if it's... This could be one Pokemon. We're gonna go for Ice Beam here on the Sneasel. Okay. So we could just go for Strength Sap, I think, again. Sadly, we didn't catch the Haxorus. I was sort of thinking he would stay in. But what does he have? First Pressure Dragon has Earthquake. What? Maybe Poison Jab or something? For the hat? Who's pinging me? Whoops. Okay. So here's the thing. He's gonna probably go for Knockoff again, but it's not gonna be doing enough. We could either Scald and try to burn it, but then we sort of lose our Pringles. We need Pringles for Haxorus. I don't really want to chance it, but I think Strength Sap makes sense here, because we can take it a knockoff pretty easily, and we do just go for the strength set, get right back to full, and now he's at -1, so now we could take more than one, which means we can Scald here on the Togekiss switch. Does it burn? It does not burn, which is sad, but still. Here we can just... He's gonna go for Air Slash more than likely. Could go for T-Wave, but we just go to Incineroar here. We take the Flamethrower very easily. Flamethrower. Yeah, what is he predicting? Not sure. Maybe Galvantula. Still, I'm not risking my Galvantula. That makes no sense. In my head, but we can go for the U-turn if we can get it off. Perfect. Okay, so now we know that it's a defensive Arcanine with Teleport, or at least it shouldn't be able to hurt our hat, which means we actually might be able to sweep here. Do we sweep on the... Does Galvantula kill? I don't know if I want to risk it yet. Does Galvantula kill the Arc? I'm not sure. Well, how much did that take? That took... Where am I? 6% from Incineroar. Let's check that first. So 6%, more or less, is kind of set. Wait, what am I saying? 6? Yeah. So more, maybe. Oh, maybe it's max. With max. It's probably that. It's probably max. Okay. So knowing that, what we could do is, let's see, Galvantula. 68 to 81. I really don't know if I want to risk Thunder. That's the thing, because like Thunder, I think Hatterene literally takes everything. So we're gonna go in Hatterene here. We're gonna press Trick Room. Not gonna think about it. May be a mistake, but we'll see, because we just press Trick Room here. If he goes for Teleport, okay, he goes for the Flare Blitz. Does not get the burn. So we set up the Trick Room. We are able to use Max Mindstorm here. Knock out his Arcanine, set up that Psychic Terrain, and this means that it's going to be a struggle for him to actually kill my Mons here. Togekiss, I don't think it takes a Max Mindstorm. Holy crap, it does. That's surprising. But we're able to kill the Togekiss, which is great for us. We still have one more turn to Trick Room, which is good. And we could just go for the expanding... you just go for the Giga Drain here. Okay, so Sneasel comes back. Sneasel comes out. Sneasel. Sneasel's the problem. How much does Incineroar take? I think Incineroar is probably your best bet, because it does threaten it out as well, and it does have U-turn. Well, let's try to get a 6-0. If we can't get a 6-0, so be it, but I do want to try, because we are -8 right now. Low kick. Okay, what are we looking at? Low kick does 58 to 69. Do I think he's gonna low kick? I don't. Knockoff does 26. Ice Shard does 23. Yeah, we should be able to actually tank this this Sneasel as in there. Ooh, okay. Okay, I like it. I'm just gonna go for a U-turn here. Hopefully on the Haxorus switch, if we can get it off with this para. But I do like Inner Focus. I think Inner Focus is great. It's not able to poison us. We are able to get that U-turn off, which means 50%. I think... I don't want to... I gotta calc this. Galvantula. Now, reminding you, he's gonna use First Impression. So what I can do is, I start off with Rilla. He's gonna press First Impression. So we're gonna go into Jellicent here, bait out the First Impression. As he Poison Jabs. Okay. Not sure why I didn't First Impression. Still, we're still fine with that, and we could just press Ice Beam, and I think it's GG here. Yep. And that is GG, boys. Okay, so that was a very fun game. We definitely came back into it. We were 0-2 with a -8 differential. Why am I talking over here? We were -2 with a... Alright, sorry, -8 with a 0-2 differential. You know what I mean. If you're watching this, you know what I mean. So, yeah, we're back in it. We're 1-2 with a -2 differential. We're still back in it. Like I said, definitely throwing on purpose for the first 2 games. Totally not just bad or anything. Guys, trust me, it'll be like Season 2. Curse body for disrespect. That's funny, Sylvie. But yeah. In testing, the Gengar, Haxorus, Rotom, Arcanine, Togekiss, and Bronzong came instead of Sneasel. But looking at it now, Sneasel does do a lot of work if it like used Swords Dance, and like there's a lot of moves that it could have been threatening me out, because it has Ice Shards for the Rilla, it has, you know, Low Kick for Incineroar if that wants to come in, it's got knockoff and stuff, so it has a lot of moves to hit my team, which is a pretty good bring. I do like how he brought the Sneasel. I'm actually surprised that it was probably the most threatening thing on his team at the end of that. But still, GG's Tyler. I can't wait to watch your video. And yeah, I guess I'll see you all next time. Peace.